What's going on YouTube? Riles Beniles here with another live stream of Let's Play LA Noire. Thank you very much for joining me live or after the fact, but either way, definitely appreciate you being here nonetheless. We are continuing on with the Homicide Division. We did 2 of the cases in the last episode that we did, and now we're moving on to 3 more murder cases before getting to the final case of the Homicide Division, which will be its own episode. As I mentioned in the episodes in the past, kind of want that last one to be its own, just kind of let everything resonate. It's usually a little bit longer than the rest of them. And the homicide cases are already pretty long on their own. So without further ado, let's get in to LA Noire. Ashley says, homicide is homicide. Are you not a fan of these cases, Ashley, or are you just... Is there something behind that? Is homicide stupid? I agree. But it makes for a good LA Noire game. And good noir movies in general.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing.
Finbar?
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case.
I thought his name was Rusty.
A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Oh my.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
True.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys!
Oh man.
DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Always thought murder was stupid. I mean, not saying I wouldn't do it, just saying it's stupid. I agree with all of that.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
The fictional case notes that I don't actually have.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
I know Phelps wants to be judgmental and everything, but I'm surprised he wasn't saying anything about, oh yeah, that reminds me of this one time in traffic when my case literally was right outside the police station. Mike is just joining in. Sorry he had missed a couple of the past videos. He was sick, but he's doing better now. Yeah, you're right. Ashley, you did spell Isaac's name wrong.
Detectives,
It's actually spelled
ready to start the show.
F-U-C-K-F-A-C-E. Sorry. But it's okay. We'll let it slide.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh, for
Brothers,
goodness.
Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Kiss the blood, BD. Another
Oh.
wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
I don't know if that's skin under there and then just all muscle, or if that's straight up bone, because that's grisly. There's a note on this side.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Probably.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out.
I guess.
I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
You do that. So that's the other thing that's important to note about all these homicide cases is that we found people that the evidence definitely points to them, but really no motive. So the first guy, he basically just flat out said when we arrested him, I'm not saying anything. And then the other dude, he was just literally a peeping Tom and, you know, like little boys and girls. So it was just like, yep, we're going to put him away because it seems like that's the best thing to do. What am I doing? Oh, I'm following the trail.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Oh, that's why it's called the silk stocking murder. Get it? Because you're like, why the hell would it be called that? That doesn't make any sense.
May as well follow the trail.
Oh. I didn't realize I still had to back out. A hat. And it says Antonia.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Oh, whoops. I'm looking at all these comments now. Ashley, sorry for misspelling your name, fuckface. I'll be back. I'm going to go make some late dinner. Well, there you go. Well made. Haha, Ashley's awesome. She knows Isaac's a fuckface. Well, to be fair, I did give her the proper spelling, you know. So, I had something to do with it as well. There's a lot of blood. Speaking of, this is kind of like why there's a theory that Jack the Ripper was actually a woman. Because back in the Industrial Revolution days, midwife walking around with blood covered in the middle of the night wouldn't be that suspicious. Who threw out a great, perfectly nice set of shoes?
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
I don't know, you picked up shoes before and said that you're being optimistic. Okay, just walk over everything, I guess. Hello.
On it goes.
Doo-doo. Talk about all these, like, scores and tracks and
Kept
music.
the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Is this something? Usually if I'm completely wrong, then they flat out say, like, hey, you're an idiot. That's a case for something else, I know. I know I've seen that before. Hello.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
And we took the bait. And he's gonna shoot us now. Nope. Guess not.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
The brazen son of bitch.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Yahtzee? Ooh.
Where are you taking us?
It's like a bear claws at the tree. Mark his territory. Hey, get out of here, stupid pigeons. Go bother somebody else. Mrs. Moldano. By hand.
Empty.
Huh.
Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
On a wild goose chase. Only with pigeons.
He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Confidant.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Elaborate as all hell.
The trail points up.
Oh, really? Is that what it points to? 'Cause I thought it pointed sideways. A little bit to the left. You should know about bears with Brent likes so much, but them in the other game. Are you drunk right now, Melmaid? That didn't make any sense.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Side note, bears make a huge cameo in all my games. Whether real or not. Like in Detroit Become Human, we had a android bear help us out.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
I'll drive. I feel slightly more confident that I won't break our car. By the way,
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
If he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
like punching people in the nose.
At 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
I was gonna say something, I totally forgot. It was something about something else. Oh, yeah, I got a 4-star in the last case I did because I literally destroyed this car and the other cars I was using, and I did like $2,000 worth in vehicle damage. Which, you know, just to paint a picture, if an expensive suit is $30, you can only imagine the amount of damage I was doing with cars. Not good. Why'd I have so much damage? Probably because of all those emergency turns, but there you go. Hello, can I stop now? Antonia's residence, 1:22 p.m. $0.35. Wait, rooms, so is this indicating that Oh, okay. So the room is you pay for the room, and then per bed is 15 cents. So if you're by yourself, 50 cents. Man, that's a lot better than my place. A lot better.
Wait just a moment.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess a moment is 5 seconds.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps in Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor.
To the parlor.
Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
I'll do whatever the hell I damn well please.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am. What are we waiting for?
I don't... What are you yelling at me for? Oh. It is smoky in here.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Well, what do you do?
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from. The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Empty. Oh, there's stuff in here.
Okay, we have an address.
So she was serving her husband, presumably for a divorce. Just sitting here quietly.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was
I'm
serving
gay.
him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are
Goddamn.
you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Rusty, our badass, no-nonsense cop, just got put in his place.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17.
Oh, my.
He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Oh, you certainly mentioned that she's a good girl a lot. And you looked me dead in the eye in the last question, and now you're looking away.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof.
Jesus Christ.
Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's
Well,
only
she
a
was-
couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Well, she was 21. And if you know anything about 21-year-olds, they definitely enjoy the freedom of going out to the bar. Some more than others. Like a couple wrestlers that I know that are 21 in the Green Bay area. That you can't see them without a beer in their hand. Anyways, what was I saying?
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
Oh, really?
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
You didn't hear anything about a broken window?
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
Damn.
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles.
On the top floor?
It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Against raccoons?
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
About all?
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Oh, really? It's weird. Because I have proof.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Oh, my.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the Eldorado bar.
Well, let's front Angel. Angel and Gabrielle.
A nosy old hag? Ha! And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Is that because you're an
Think
alcoholic?
there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, fellas. And no big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
Hear that, fuckface?
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure. A woman taking control over his life?
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes
I was talking to you in the stream, but you're not watching, so that's okay. In the game that they were talking about, that the guy's been through 3 divorces, so it's no big deal. So I just wanted to let you know it's not a big deal that he had a divorce.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. There's actually a car here in the parking lot that I want to take a look at. It's a sweet cherry ride, babies. Just stealing it. What's up, guys? Just stealing cars now. Don't worry about it, Rusty. I just want to see what it's like. Why are the keys in the ignition? You ever notice that? Even with the San Andreas games, or the GTA games. Like, you can argue that at least, like, in the other games, they finally set it up that, okay.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Oh, man. That's funny. I guess it's the 1940s. You can argue, hey, it was a trusting time.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
What bush?
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're dead. You are dead to man.
I got 100 pounds in your wife's house.
Goddamn. Oh. I really suck at this game. fighting is so clunky in this game.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
Ugh.
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
It's like, motherfucker. I want people to know my goddamn name.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it!
God damn it.
Kill my own wife?
I have a hunch. I have a sneaky suspicion.
Should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Got some nosy neighbors.
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Damn. Yep, that's a bloodstain,
This
all
will
right.
take some explaining.
A lot of blood.
Just picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Interesting.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Hi.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
Jeez, sorry. Oh, it's the door right there. Excuse me.
No good. Nobody here.
Get your hat, Rusty. You look ridiculous.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
Almost shot you.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Well, this
Thanks.
got depressing. Yeah, I'm separated with my kids. Oh, all right, fine.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. We should check it out.
Let's do that. You and me as a team. That's not my car. Although how I could see how they could think that.
He's good looking for a...
Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, car 11K, come in. Car 11K, car 11K, come in.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finnis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
And now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just not.
All records. Screwed up the dialogue there, but that's okay. Get out of my way. 11K on the move. Hey, Birthright, how's it going? You stuck?
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
With Pinker. You gotta be so mad.
I say we bust in there and find the guy.
He literally just said that, but okay.
Damn. He ran the light on Olympic. He finally collared him.
Technical services.
Boys, come on in.
CSI.
Have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Huh. That's interesting.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
I've changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. F you.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
Nope.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Or else he's just seriously just gonna go around the rest of the case without a hat. Okay. Figured it would have, you know, he would have gotten something.
Need a drink.
I don't know which
Well,
room he's...
You mind coming here and doing your job for a second?
Well, maybe, but I didn't know that's where he was, asshole. Where's your fucking
Improved
hat?
your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say?
Yes?
I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
Of course your brother will tell you that. He's your brother. Well, we have nosy neighbors.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
But
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
yeah, but you got served your papers.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
There's a lot of blood on that shirt, bro. Are you a bleeder? Are you a gusher when you shave?
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito. He said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
That's how I get in my car.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, Cole.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
Don't need to look, but we should look. Because we're damn fine police officers. Who can't drive worth shit. Oh, no, goddamn it. Sorry, I broke the game well. Sorry. He's seriously not going to have a hat on.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We
Heavily?
have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She died.
She was murdered last night.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Oh,
Hell
shit.
no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Oh. That's the one that she was going to serve her husband and couldn't send it.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
All that lines up with the timeline.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best.
We'll think about it.
One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Yeah, you do.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero, but he treats me nice.
So,
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Say, honey, what time did you get off?
Follow that truck.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making Isa his woman? Please. Now, we'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw...
How did he beat us here? Oh, well, how do we beat him here, I guess is the better question. Hey, it's you. And he's a ghost now. You guys saw that, right? He clearly
Handbag was
walked
left
through.
just up there, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start and saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Shoving the lady around. Hey, it's that one guy.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Damn.
Look, not much.
Really?
I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
And that's why she was hesitant about being here.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can.
Nicely.
Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Shh. Shut up. Just be quiet. Yep, that's the same guy.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh shit. Two, 5, 3. Oh. Is there something I'm not doing? Or is it literally just saying, hey, here's the stuff?
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the... This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Hey guys. What are you guys doing? Yeah, this totally will work. I'm an expert driver. No, I'm not. Oh my god, please help me.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Oh no!
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Don't shoot civilians. We're here to protect them.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
Working on that.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
True, it's a cry for help. Oh no! God. Totally
It's
hit that
almost
guy.
too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
I have no idea where he is. There he is.
Look at this.
So now who's about to get picked?
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Give yourself up! Now!
His head is back. punch him. Punch him right in the stomach. Nope, there it is. It's gone now. Lost it.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Oh, man. I ran over 2 people. That's not good.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
On your way, lads. Now I'm going to take this crate of wine for myself, and I'm going to go and have a good night. So much city damage. Next case. At least he'll get his hat back.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you 3. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
No injuries? Didn't you hit a guy? I swear I definitely ran him over, but apparently I got away with that one. The white shoe slime. Oh, she is drunk as hell. Oh. Look at that guy. Look at that boy.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Yay.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
It's him, the cop from the newspapers.
Yep, that's me.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send there.
Right, I was about to say, I'm gonna change my outfit. I just got a new one. Wear this one.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
Well, let's get a move on. Oh yeah, please, let's just stop. Oh my god. I'm about to cause some accidents. Accidentes. Wow, get out of my way, dude.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. You're the gig when you're working Homicide, Phelps.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. You have to deal with dead bodies in Homicide? No way.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, Homicide.
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries?
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Harry Bishop, thanks for tuning in, Harry. This game got an unfair rep when it came out because it got compared to the GTA series, but it's not like that at all. I love this game, still play it. Yeah, this is my third or fourth playthrough since the game came out. You know, I definitely come back to it every now and then. Understandably, everybody will compare it to GTA because it's made by Rockstar, but that's really not enough to go off of it. I mean, Quantic Dream came out with Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human.
What are we waiting for?
I'm talking, damn it, Finbar, you son of a bitch. But yeah, so I mean, like, those are plenty of other games, but everybody doesn't look at it as like, well, it's not like this game, or it's whatever. But yeah, it's a beautiful story. You know, for a game that came out 2014, I definitely think this is probably one of the first games that had, you know, actors portraying the video game characters, obviously in the early development of it, because the models obviously unsync a little bit. But pretty revolutionary, because that's the best way to be able to match lying in a human face, is to literally just match a human face. Oh, she did.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label.
Oh, hello.
Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Good eye, Phelps. Okay. Get out of here.
Nope.
Nope. That's a big old nope for me.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Accurate. Hello. Game well that I can't run over. Hello. Can I help you?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Awful hobo?
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Something nice.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Alright, now we'll do this, unless they want to pull up somebody else.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
Harry, I have, so you must have one of the older games, or, basically not the remastered version. I'm using the remastered game, the one that or for PS4, and the remastered version has all the DLC, and then they also changed the options from good cop, from truth, doubt, lie to good cop, bad cop, accuse, which I think works a little bit better because there's some things that you have to doubt that don't necessarily seem doubtful, but it seems like the bad cop approach is the best way to go. So it's not a mod, it's just a new game. Dragon Age tonight? Probably.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, all right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Birthright is going to stream tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to get hit. I see. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, I still play the PS3 version. Yeah, I kind of like that they actually changed it to good cop, bad cop, and accuse, because then it kind of gives you a better idea of like what approach you should take. Because I mean, someone can make it look like, yeah, I'm telling the truth and whatever, or they might seem a little shifty, but in reality they're just grieving, so they're not necessarily lying. So that threw me off plenty of times, and when I played it on the Xbox 360 before I got the next gen and I saw the light.
At least the rain stopped.
No looking at your chat while driving.
White bucks now.
Oh, trust me, I definitely don't give a shit about that. Hello, sir.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came
Nice sweater, bro.
F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
I think he's he plays a...
You take a look for yourself.
Gambler in CSI.
Need pressing.
But I swear his chin isn't that small.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
What is it? F1. Shit, what was it? This is, yep, green silk dress. F1363.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Is there anything else that I should grab? I'm about to say. On to the next one. On to the next one.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your
Shortcut.
assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular
Get out of the way.
disposition for this stuff.
Okay, that's totally their fault. I say as I drive through not streets. That guy totally ran into me. Idiot. I call the bullshit. Hello? FBI. Wait.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Some creepy ass looking kids. You're a worse driver than me. No, that's not possible.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
We would like Mommy to come home right now. Okay, that's not how that works.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Oh, really? You've looked in purses before. Why is this down?
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
I also wonder that.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Spoiled much? Oh, the kids, absolutely. Oh. Ooh. Another one?
Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Incidental.
Go away unless you can bring my Mommy home.
Oh, wow. I see how it is.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Ooh. Super muddy.
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Oh, city snap.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
Huh. How about that? Still got music. I'm supposed to go out here. Look at this big old boy.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
There we go. I am gonna make a phone call quick if you don't mind.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, you just put your friend through the grinder. I love the shifts in sharp and soft focus this game had. Visually, when the action in the foreground is sharp and the background is in soft focus. Such a cool effect, done really well here. Absolutely. Kind of makes it more about what you're supposed to focus on.
For the record, Mr. Terrellson, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Showdown.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life.
Why'd you look down there?
It can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
All these lies, like once the build up to the lie always makes you like it is maps like exactly where you need to go with it.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Really?
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Yep.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said.
Busted.
This cute little brunette was hitting on me.
Ooh.
Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened.
Oh.
I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrelson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrelson broad had her last drink at Barron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Rusty wants
Appreciate
a
your time,
drink.
sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you. Nope. I don't want him to take your car. Would you get out of here? Grr. Off to Barron's Bar and try not to hit anybody. With that London police driving, hello. Oh, shit. I almost got murdered. On a way to a murder case, that's ironic. Oh, no. Oh, hello. That was kind of cool, but also very terrifying. So the cameras. Hello.
For the weekend.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrelson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again. God damn it.
God.
Yeah, I rang that husband of hers.
God.
The babysitter
Damn
said he
it.
was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
By
She called
Superman.
for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Would you recommend the special, miss?
Put out an APB on the cab.
Man.
3591. Should be traceable.
4 drinks.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
I doubt, because it seems like you're doubting what you have to say.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
Give it up.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
What is going on?
2 club sandwiches. Go, Phelps. Get after him.
What is the
Come on,
goddamn...
got a ride.
Get in and drive.
Hello.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Oh. Nope.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Trying to prevent
I don't
you
think
from...
the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Can you shoot better, please?
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Ooh. That boy went for a ride.
All right, you got me.
Give it up,
Oh.
LAPD.
I've had enough.
Okay, Bates.
My truck just
You're
flipped
gonna answer
over.
some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead, and your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
I'm in the clear on that. I'm just really ugly.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault.
Damn.
Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
With the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Clash of Clans boss 1. I passed all the game. What do you think of all the game? I love this game.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thank you.
I saw his picture.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station, now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Old stomping grounds.
Where's that cab got to now?
Oh no. Hey, Harry, I saw your comment. I'm just trying not to die. I'll get to it in a minute.
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe.
No. What do you think you're doing? Hey.
3591, that's him there, Phelps. Hit the siren.
Hello. I'd like to talk to you. So mad about.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It was at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gone and ruined my day.
You're welcome. It's hilarious how quickly some of the older, fatter characters in this game can become athletic. Suddenly they can scale.
The vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired. 410 South Flower Street. Unit that can handle code 3. Identify.
It can scale drain pipes and lead from rooftop to rooftop. The guy in the driver's seat that you have to chase, like one of the first cases that you get, he's definitely not a guy you would assume would be able to run around and escape like a young, formerly active Marine in Cole Phelps, and somehow is able to, outrun him. So that is always ridiculous. Especially, too, when you factor in that a lot of these people, especially in this era, smoke and drink like, nobody's business. So you'd think they'd be a little less athletic, but whatever. That's a dispatch case. We're dealing with the murder. Hello. Ding, 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 ding. Oh no. Whoa, Nelly. Pershing Square. Just discovering all sorts of landmarks here, aren't we? This is a famous town. Screeching tires. It's causing a big dramatic scene. Yay, back at Central. You literally drove under a drive safely sign and you almost hit a truck. Hilarious. You know what I am? I'm a man of irony.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
They weren't even his prints.
Where am I going? Interview room 1. Okay. Gotta go this way. Hello.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's bar. What time
Ashley's
did you
back
arrive?
from hell.
I got a
Welcome
24-hour
back.
pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
Funny how
I
that
only
works.
had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Damn.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
Oh, I get it, because you're a sailor, so that's why you would make that analogy. But you're still lying to me, sailor boy.
We spoke to the cab driver.
Busted.
Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off, and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Well, how would you put it? Smug son of a bitch.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Hand relief means
Can you
hand
put the guy
job.
in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Yes.
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard. Three suspects in the can and one on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
Hi.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger.
All units also needs help. 415 and shots fired. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. 313 Bunker Hill Avenue. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
It's like super bad. You just run the sirens every time you're about to hit a red light. Like that. Ain't got no time for stops. Got to use the bathroom. We're in a rush. And almost getting in an accident. Oops. Oh. That could have ended horribly. Ashley describes hell as in hot, smelly, and somewhat arousing, like Nicolas Cage. Ashley, you said you were making... How did you not crash? That's a great question. You said you were making dinner. What did you make for dinner that would make it hot, smelly, and oddly arousing? Hello?
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
Headed down to
LAPD.
some justice.
We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute.
What an odd hat.
Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on.
Whoa.
Should have it mapped out here
Attitude.
somewhere.
A type of meat. Spinach. Birthright. Spinach is not meat. Get out of here.
We'll need to run the loop.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Yep.
Won't take long. We have a siren.
Spinach rouses you, Birthright?
Having a season from hell.
Apparently.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him.
Ooh, it outlines it. That's fantastic. That makes my job so much easier. Come on, let's go. Come on, today. Like that. I don't know. That thing.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Good thing I like
could
long
be a short
trips.
one. And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
This could be a long trip. Good thing I have a lot of stories that I can bore you with. Birthright says, XP, very funny. I mean, that doesn't really answer the question, though. Does spinach arouse you, Birthright? I mean, if you're into spinach, like, don't get me wrong, I like spinach. I just don't know if it arouses me, but, I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what gets you off, then, hey, that's alright. Nobody's gonna judge you. I might a little bit, though. How's this damn bus? I said it was gonna be a short ride.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife, Phelps.
Hey! Oh, Rusty. I'll judge Birthright. You know I will. Nothing wrong with checking off into spinach. Except everything. Oh, jeez. I should have went the other way. I should have done a reverse. But I was like, no, we're on this side of the street. Oh, I'm gonna hit something. Birthright's so embarrassed that he got busted for being aroused by spinach. It's alright. Oh, almost hit. Nope.
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
Does this bus not stop at all? Like... And seriously, they can't radio saying, hey, cops are looking for you. Got it.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
Shoot out the tire. Do it. Okay, this is ridiculous. Rusty, talk to the bus driver. Oh, okay, he's already pulled over. I was about to say, it's like, alright, yell at him and tell him, hey,
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
there's a
LAPD,
big
we're
problem.
investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
The Birthright got off spinach, if you know what I'm saying.
California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr.
That hobo camp. Oh. Don't hit me.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
Save it. You're just as bored as I am. LOL, I love this partner on these cases. Genius. I think Rusty's definitely my favorite of the partners.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Stefan is definitely a close second because he's kind of the wise guy, but Rusty's funny in just the sake of he just doesn't give a shit. Stefan's like, hey, I'm the class clown. Oh, flying. Hopefully there's nobody down below. Ow. Didn't kill anybody. Did bust out a light. Oops. Where's this hobo camp? Oh, really? Let's say, please don't make me have to drive specifically right there. Okay, Rusty with a shotgun. Oh, I get it, because hobos and shotgun, so hobo with a shotgun. Like the movie.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic here, Phelps. We need to hold out till the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Oh, God.
Keep him down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful
disciples
share,
know what you did last
we
night?
need to fight.
Ow.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
We need to hold out till the cavalry arrives. How do we do that? I guess shoot these hobos?
Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Subplot.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
It's good friend Jack Kelso.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you
That
two
fight
will
was
want
so
to
easy.
polish some old
Alexa, play for the damaged
Good
Cobra.
evening, Jack.
And
Mr.
then
Sheldon.
Alexa, play Skyrim.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
Courtney Sheldon. Clap, 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 clap. Ow.
We need your help.
Bite me.
Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
Ooh. No nonsense.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
Damn.
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors. But they've been moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
Doesn't matter if you're better trained if
I
people
didn't
fight
make it through
dirty.
the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Mobsters don't play by the rules.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
I like to fight dirty. Usually it involves another female, oil, mud, a special toy, and no shame. Is there any spinach involved? Because I bet Birthright would be all over that if that was the case.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, but that's him. Boo doo 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 doo. It's like the Zelda. When you get an item. Doo 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 doo. Not really, but there you go. Oh, come on.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Whoa, not paying attention.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway.
I definitely went the wrong way. I am ruining my tires. Okay. That was there.
Gently.
I'll just set the spinach on the side so Birthright can watch. Now something to play with. Fantastic answer. 10 points
Going
to
this
Gryffindor.
way.
Oh, you're directing where they put him? Oh, okay.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all fair in love.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
I mean, they're both Marines. There's a little bit of sympathy there, I suppose.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Fair. What about this?
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
And he's being super cooperative.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this
He
woman.
pities the fool. I mean, we do have her purse and your lean-to.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
Why'd you do it,
I
man?
kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Hey, look, it's Clem. This place is getting awfully full. Thank you for mentioning Zelda. Now I have the theme to Long Island Ranch in my head.
A man
You're
down
welcome.
on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
If women have fragile necks, then some people can't be misogynist anymore. Hey, no injuries. An early visit to the hobo camp might have offered a lead, but good luck finding a coherent witness. Ah, you son of a bitch. Whatever, we still did alright. One more murder case. We'll wrap it up for this episode. Hey, it's Alphonse. He's happy to see us.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.
That door guy was getting too touchy-feely. Hey, what's up, buddy old pal, buddy old pal, buddy old pal? Like, dude, relax. Oh. Watch out. Oh, double watch out. The Undertaker is following you. Oh!
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year.
Are you?
Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve.
I'll see you at Mass.
It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
White woman. Hey, it's Millie.
Another body. And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Where am I going?
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps?
God damn.
Is that what your old man paid college tuition?
Why am I in here? Oh, I can't even go this way.
In there and find the goddamn evidence.
Well, you say that, but I'm not your partner, so I guess shut the fuck up.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Where did the skipper tell us to go?
That's a guy. I heard he's an honest cop.
Did you hear that? Or did you just hear that because everybody else says it?
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
How can there be no injuries? Does beating up hobos not count? I mean, we got zero charges, but I'm sure Rusty got a pretty big one for injuries shooting a guy with a shotgun point blank. I'd like to talk to you about your
Detectives
pawnbrokenness.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Wait, witnesses can finger suspects now? Put me on the suspect list. Hey, hey, hey.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Herp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
See if we'll get lucky.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
I like to have fun with the perp, if you know what I mean. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, she's dead. She
Hard,
is
isn't it?
super dead.
I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in.
Come on, man.
I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Scrabble. Oh, okay.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Anything on this one? Nope. That's not what I meant to do, but by all means.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
I did that out of order. I was supposed to talk to him first. By Scrabble, I mean he can put his D next to my P and make something brand new.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
That would make sense that this is only good until 41, and it's well past 45 at this point.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. Detective Phelps and Galloway, Homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman.
Whoa.
The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Whoa. That's... Yeah. It's a little too much.
Detective Phelps, LAPD Homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Damn.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. Dead body, dude. Too far.
Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Look at his Wonder Woman pose. What an idiot.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Oh my fucking god. I was about to type that he was doing something naughty to the body. I hate and love being right at the same time. Yep. He was doing more with the body than playing Scrabble. That's for sure. Can only imagine what he would have done if he had not been caught by that one dude.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Off to find the murderer. You can drive. No, you drive. Damn it.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
I want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? I guess that's okay then.
Huh.
Armies
Really?
can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
I mean, it's not rape if they literally can't say no. Actually, never mind. Mute people exist and other people who can't decide for themselves. I'll agree with that. The second part, not the first part. The first part was a little weird. But you did take it back, so that makes sense. Where is this place? In Vermont? Driving forever. Finally.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot.
Wine and liquors? What is this, my dad's game?
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store, that was never going to work out, was it?
Not really.
We'll take a look around. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
What a stupid name.
She wasn't always such a loner. When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Aw, that's really sad.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey.
So sad. Evelyn played
I'd like to make
Pistachio
arrangements
from
for
your
you,
grave.
too. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Get the guy.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Your favorite place. Surprise!
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, Homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money.
Ever try to
Was in
drive
just a
like a
couple
normal
nights
person
ago.
in this game?
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
Not really.
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
A bunch of these guys. Ask around. I was about to say, there's literally one guy here, but we'll look at this guy because he looked at us.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective.
So yes.
What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Why are you yelling?
I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
I'm kind of lying about that one.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Seriously, why was he yelling? I don't know. I don't know if it's because this McCaffrey guy is talking so quietly that everything just seems like yelling in comparison, but goddamn, he was yelling. It's like there's literally nobody else in here.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
Gotta fight for your
Regular
right to
fifth
party.
columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
I hope you're holding aces.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Why? Because they had
Thank
booze?
you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
Gambling reference. You're going all in on your theory and better be holding aces or else you lose. I love this game now.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Whoops. Nope, we're driving. I wanted to go to the damn bowling alley. Come on. Okay, cool. I'm leaving without you. Oh, now you want to tag along. I don't. What do you. Why? What do you. Okay, screw it. I'm leaving without him. I want to go to the damn bowling alley. He's running after us, I bet. Hope you got your walking shoes on, Rusty. This is what happens when your captain's wrong all the time and you basically say, fuck the police. I mean, no, that's true. That's accurate. Kind of works in this case. Get it? Case, because we're working a case. RKO Theater. Oh, he's not in the car still. Oh. Hopefully I can actually go to this place. There we go. Hey, he teleported. He teleported. B-Max student got an order. I got a shop for a semi-regular customer I like. Ooh.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Why are you yelling?
Like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too.
Nice joke. I'll go die.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
Why is he
Let's
yelling?
go get him.
See, this is why I said... Oh, there he goes. I saw you.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Now you can yell.
There!
Ooh, cherry ride. God damn it, Rusty. Why did Rusty take so long to get in the car? That's his own damn fault. He's probably still waiting for me to go to the police station.
No harm done.
Well, I don't have Rusty to shoot out his tire, but it's fine. I know some pit maneuvers. Damn it.
Shit!
What are you doing, you maniac? Ow. Okay.
Not good.
Get out of here. How? How does he keep getting away from me like this? Seriously, that was ridiculous.
Put your hands where I can see them.
And that is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
By the way, we should really go check in with the skipper.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Going to this place called None of Your Business.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Oh, of course, so now we get all the dialogue if Rusty was in the car. What are you waiting for?
Oh, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God.
It's broken. The game's broken right now. Hey, what's up, guys?
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Has been waiting long? I don't care. Where am I going?
His name is Phelps.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages...
Bang, tang, banging.
Evelyn Summers. Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Damn.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
It's not going to take a day, Cap.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Put him down with my sap.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Nice try,
You know
Rusty.
the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Wait. Am I good? Oh.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I think I screwed it up somehow. We're good.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Damn. Where the hell am I going? Check the mailboxes for the apartment number. Where are the mailboxes? Hello. Right in front of my face.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Apartment 6, eh? Because I'm 6 of your behavior. Sorry, that was bad. That was really bad. Hello?
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Whoopush.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Ooh, doesn't look good. Okay, what the... Come on.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
And we're gonna throw it at him.
See Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Damn right.
Lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that.
Surely.
Citation, at least.
That's the wrong way. Stairs. Fantastic. Now up
guys
the...
in the papers. Solve that big case.
Yeah. That's me, all right.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Fly
Running on
away.
a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheel.
Be careful. He looks dangerous.
He is.
You a
He
runner,
drinks
McCaffrey?
and hangs
Say
out
and
with
fight the good
pigeons.
fight. Get that bomb.
Oh, I intend to. With every heart of my soul. Really? Can't bump into him? Give me a reason to shoot you. I don't like your face. I got you now. Come on. Yeah.
Give it up, LAPD.
Are you serious? There we go. Boom.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Man, I just laid the smack down on him.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think
Possible.
that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know the McCaffrey
Dahlia
didn't do the dog?
fuck.
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Man, the dialogue is all over the place. It was literally supposed to be for the bowling alley, and oh, things and stuff. Let's talk with this Tiernan character.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming.
Damn
Tiernan
straight.
isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
Let's talk with Tiernan.
Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Don't fail me, young Phelps. Interview Uno.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
Why indeed?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Showdown.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Yeah, right.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Oh, the fact that you said more than friends, and you said you barely knew her, and also because of this.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
When in doubt, always have somebody to prove where you were. Don't say, I was at home alone.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before.
Put the fear of
He
gold
always makes
into
out it was
him.
some kind of labor dispute, but
Yes,
I'm
Captain.
not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
I'm not lying. Why are you yelling? Why is everybody yelling in this game?
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
I don't think it's him.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you can get that desk.
We bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Hold on a second. What am I doing?
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Talk to Grover. Grover.
You ready to answer
Sesame
some
Street.
questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Showdown.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
The torn letter.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
Goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
A little bit.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Yeah. The other guy's giving you up.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
I just glitched through the wall. To the window. To the wall.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse.
Oh, snap.
Says he almost beat the woman to death.
You took his things?
Thanks,
It's the
ma'am.
same as going through browser history. To the sweat drop down my... Wait. Alright, let's talk with Tiernan.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down one round.
So...
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James.
One more.
Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning. Very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Because you've been lying to me all day. I've had enough of it.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
Was it? I don't think so.
Wait here.
McCaffrey strikes me as the guy with motive, the guy that has prior records, and obviously he seems like he's trying to be the mastermind here. They should have hired better voice actors for the suspects or give them better direction. Probably only said, act like you're lying, and kept the freaking steak.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things.
Really?
All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Well, that's a lie.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Because we have your criminal record, and it literally says all of that.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore.
Goddamn.
She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Ooh. Busted.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers.
0 to 100 real
She
quick.
was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Cole's so smug right now. Look at him. He's like, damn it. I gotta shut my mouth. Busted. No vehicle damage, because I shortcut to everything. Can write a tell-all memoir from a cell on death row. And that's where we're going to end this episode, guys, of LA Noire. 3 cases in the books, 1 more to go in Homicide, which we will do next week. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, be sure to like the video. If you like the video, obviously hit the like button. It's that simple to do, and it helps my channel grow. And it definitely gets more views on this channel, which is something that would always be a positive outcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification button for future videos. I'm going to be doing Dragon Age a little bit later today. Just going to grab dinner quick, and then going to go back live on this. So hitting the bell notification button we'll get all set up and everything, and we'll be good to go. So thank you very much for tuning in, LA Noire. Tune in next week, next Wednesday, for the final case of the Homicide Desk, and much more. Tune in later for Dragon Age, so that's going to be a fun time. So we'll see you in the next video. So take care and have a great day. Absolutely wreck that like Button's virginity. There you go. Ending on the high note. Thanks, Ashley. We'll see you a little bit later. Take its innocence. All right. See you guys.